Assalamu alaikum, Bismillah Rahman Rahim. Viewers, this is the second episode with Dr. Mubin Shah, and we were talking about the book which is written by Ajay Bisaria. And in the context of that book, how this book is relevant in the case of Kashmir. Again, Dr. Mubin Shah, thank you very much for your time. America in the past, it was very positive because these were the Americans who helped Pakistan to support the issue of Kashmir in UN Security Council. And this is since it is an ideal American interest to promote right of self-determination. And because of this principle, they got independence from colonial Britain in 1776. So currently, how do you see the role of the United States? Because US always played a very significant role in de-escalating the tension between the two nations. And Mike Pompeo, he has written in his book that both countries, they were at the brink of the nuclear war. So, and similarly, I remember in engaging India, Talbot, he has written a book that while during the Kargil crisis, Indians, they were literally crying, and we Americans helped them to out of this crisis. So, how currently do you see the role of the United States of America in this in this crisis or in this issue, the issue of Kashmir?
You know, I, in your seminar the other day, also told about this present situation about US. We are not very clear what is their policy towards Kashmir vis-a-vis India, Pakistan. We get sometimes positive signals, we sometimes get negative signals. For example, I will say in my case, they acted, whoever acted in the government at that time, Trump administration was there, and they ensured that I am released, I am released at that point of time. But the question is, and very clearly, the the policy has somewhat changed because we have a person like Mr. Khurram Parvez, who is one of the biggest human rights defenders we have. He has got awards. He has been designated by United Nations Human Rights Council also, that a very important person. UN reporters have reported on him, on his behalf, pleaded for to be released. He is not released. Is this that the American government is taking it easy or saying that, okay, no problem? This policy has changed in this last 2 or 3 years. That is why I infer it that the policy may be because they will not say no, but they will be very slow about it or not put so much pressure on America or on India, and because of China factor. So this is where the things have changed, because of China in the picture. You may see, or we will see, that there is some difference between the previous American policy and now. Although officially they are saying that America supports the right of self-determination, supports the UN Security Council resolutions. But you can see last time when during after August 5th, 2019, when Imran Khan's government went to the UN Security Council, it was a closed door meeting, not an open. It was not made public what they decided, what they did, and that reflects that it is not of the same level what it was previously. So I think they are trying to play a role which, just like, as you said, that de-escalation, that is all they will do. You see, another problem is that they are supporting a narrative that, they are having bilateral talks, they will solve the problem, just like they were supporting, Israel and Palestinian Authority should talk. They are saying, but in our case, yes, Simla Pact was there, but Simla Pact also says that you have to go finally to the United Nations. If it doesn't happen, then you cannot be for perpetuity do talks unless there is some result. So this is the problem which what happened in Palestine. There was the Palestinian people felt that there is we will not be able to get anything from these talks or anything like that. Every day we are becoming weaker. The same thing is happening in Kashmir now. You see, the more the delay in any action by the world community will have repercussions on Kashmir. It will be weaker, our position will become weaker, but what will happen is that people who are doing armed struggle, or who are with the armed struggle, or who want to fight it with arms, will come in the forefront. This is what is going to happen, because when you don't give a chance to all these things, then what is going to happen? It's going to happen like that. And America, unfortunately, they were in a position, they are still in a position, to tell you very frankly. They are still in a position, leaving aside their need of India for China. Because in India today, to tell you very frankly, is more dependent on the West economically than any time before.
True. Now, Dr. Saab, we are observing that war is escalating in the Middle East. America, Britain, they have attacked Houthis of Yemen, and in retaliation, Houthis, they have also attacked American ships. So war is escalating. The war which started between Hamas and Israel, now it has becoming the third world war. So how do you see the relevance of Kashmir in this crisis situation where there is no peace? In fact, international law is not respected. Genocide is going on in Gaza, and now the war is going on between Yemenis and the Americans. Basically, this is the Americans who are launching this war, and maximum Britain is with them. Otherwise, all other countries, they have only supported, even in intelligence sharing, or they have sent some few persons, like Australia only sent 2 persons who are sitting in the headquarters and helping in communication. So what is the relevance of Kashmir in this emerging crisis, which is eroding the current international system and giving space for the establishment and erection of another international system or structure?
We Kashmiris at this point of time are fearing that if this war escalates more, it is already escalated to this extent, but at the same time, it will be, because I just read just a few hours back that India, the Secretary of State of America has met the Foreign Minister of India, and the discussions has been also the Red Sea and all that, because they give that international waters. And so the question is, will India also take sides in this war? Although in the Russian and the Ukraine war, they did not do it. In this, whether they will do it and what Pakistan will do. So because that is going to be crucial for in the respect of Kashmir. That if this war, and if God forbid there is something, because Modi has got elections and he wants to show muscle power. He did previously in Pulwama. Before the election, he won hands down. He knows the model, he knows the model. Either it has to be some communal, for example, he is trying to get that temple inaugurated and half ready temple, which a lot of people in India are opposing. But at the same time, there is a possibility he may do something, on the border or something like that, because if he feels, and the Indian army and as well as these people, because of the China thing, they have brought more army into our area, more divisions. We have at least, I think, if I'm not wrong, 3 commands there: Northern Command, another command. And, so the question is, will they go to that extent too? And what will be the reaction of Pakistan? Keeping in view the situation in Pakistan, political situation, economic situation, that is going to be very crucial for Kashmiris, in the sense that, if he does it for the purpose of elections, which he did in Pulwama, although but they created a narrative that, they did this. This is what, this ambassador is also now creating that same narrative of that he was very strong. He's 56-inch chest and all that story. And so we are fearing that aspect, that if they do this, then this is going to happen. And or there's also another possibility, which I told in previous blogs.
Dr. Saab, do you have evidences that India would have a coercive measures against the Kashmiris and Pakistan by looking the situation which is developing in the world, especially in the Middle East?
No, they have not left the coercive measures which they have been doing all along. They have not left those coercive measures. They are not now more public because the world is looking towards the Gaza, and they are comparing that with what is happening in Kashmir at this present time. We have gone through, although same things in 1990s, and we have had more.
You are right. You are right. I mean, it is going on in Kashmir. But what about Pakistan? Because the situation which is developing in the Middle East may encourage India to have a coercive measures against Pakistan.
Exactly. So this is what is going to see. This is what I'm saying, that if in that war, Pakistan, he's not able to. You see, Palestinians were expecting help from Pakistan also, because it was one country which has a nuclear power and which could be a deterrent. They have done it previously when the Pakistani pilots flew Jordanian planes. We have in history like that.
Alvi and others, yes.
They were not. Yes, they were not able to do it now because of the situation in Pakistan, political or economic. They are dependent on, and they are dependent now more on the Arab world, like Saudi Arabia, UAE, and Saudi Arabia and UAE are not openly in that. They are supporting South Africa for this case, but they could have done much better. They could have done right from the start, and this war would have been stopped. Now it has come to their doorstep, and now what Pakistan will do and what India will do is going to be, which will have effect on our side. And it was also that these people will be doing there, but here they will create more coercion to us, because the world will not look towards Kashmir at this point of time. There already one war is there, and another. What is the reason? And India may take advantage, but it is because of elections. He may not do to the local public yet to that extent, which he did in August 5th, 2019, but it can happen, And for the elections, he may attack Pakistan, particularly Azad Kashmir. And because his ministers have been on record to say that that side is ours. We can anytime come and enter within 15 days, within 10 days, within whatever it is, the 56-inch narrative. So these are the possibilities I'm talking about, and this is what we feel that this is may happen. It's not that it will surely happen, but this may happen.
Only I can say, Dr. Saab, Billy ke khab mein chichde. If Indians, they think that
वो तो बात, वो तो बात ठीक है, लेकिन this is what we are seeing the scenario.
Yes.
Scenario.
Okay.
Because they feel that Pakistan is weak economically and they can go ahead with doing anything to Pakistan.
Dr. Saab, we have a report from Pakistan Institute of Peace Studies. They say that since January 2023, the terrorism has been increased in Pakistan, and they have reported that in 2023, almost 306 terrorist activities were conducted in Pakistan, in which 693 people were killed, and almost 1,124 people, they were injured. And they say that in 2023, they observed 17% increase in terrorist attacks in Pakistan, and the death toll is increased almost 65%. So this is what going on in Pakistan. It is because of, again, the Kashmir, because Indian's hand is involved in that. And I am not saying this. The FATF report is saying that the Indians are involved in terror financing, and they are supporting this TTP and Lashkar-e-Jihad and so on and so forth. And in the past, we exposed India by capturing the network of Kulbhushan Yadav. And now Indians, they have been exposed in the world as well, as they have breached the sovereignty of Canada, US, UK, and even Qatar. So again, the apple of discord between India and Pakistan is Kashmir. And because of Kashmir, we are observing such activities within Pakistan. They are just supporting the fault lines in Pakistan and giving them money and aid and weapon and training.
All right, I completely subscribe to this view that Pakistani people are suffering because of the Kashmir issue. But at the same time, it is important to understand that, the National Security Advisor is on the record of India that we will do, according to them, they will do what Pakistan is doing in Kashmir. Pakistan, yes, they helped the Kashmiris, there is no doubt about that. Because, Pakistanis, naturally, Pakistan's maybe not the Pakistan state, or in some form the Pakistan state also, for a freedom fight. Because they're not supporting, I don't think they supported terrorism for that matter. But my point is, whether you label, you see, these guys, India will try to put pressure like that so that, Pakistan gives up the Kashmir issue. Because last time when I was in Pakistan and when I met intellectuals, and see, there I felt that the difference of from that level of people was different than what was in 1980 when I had first visited Pakistan. Was basically maybe because that people felt that we are suffering because of Kashmir, but at the same time Kashmiris are suffering much more, and it is also because of the fact that India has not settled the issue. That India is sort of saying that they are going back on the promises and all the UN Security Council resolution. It is because and now they are taking advantage of that, their economic power and all that, and they can get away, just like Israel is getting away with everything because they have support of America. And India is trying to reach the same level where, you see, in August 2019, they did this. That was the first trial that they did against international norm, international rules, as rule of law, everything. They broke that. They broke actually even the Simla agreement, because unilateral action could not have been done under the Simla agreement. Whatever the status quo was, it was kept like that. So they got away with it. Because of what? Because of the support of the international community. In the sense that, America did not come in forefront that, no, you are doing something wrong, you are doing against law, against this thing. You see, today, we are seeing now, the world is being exposed. South Africa has exposed the whole world. They have gone to International Court of Justice. That is why I made a video also of that I am not saying that, Palestine they have suffered very particularly, their destruction there is not of that level in our case, but the number of people killed number is almost even more than in our case. But it has been, from 1990. So the point is this thing that the rule of law, India is not following. So Pakistan, I don't know what Pakistani policymakers will decide about it, but I don't think any power, any government or any institution in Pakistan will back out of helping Kashmiris for their right of self-determination, and we Kashmiris don't expect that also at the same time. But we have even gone to this extent. One of the papers I shared with whoever I could share, I said that, if Pakistan is thinking like this, then let them make Azad Kashmir our base. That you declare Azad Kashmir the base for freedom fight, we will do whatever is, if you recognize that place, Pakistan recognized just like Palestine is recognized. Recognize that, and we will see then, which on which world, the world powers, whoever it is, can support us, we will fight. But naturally, Pakistan will be our biggest supporter. There is no doubt about that. I'm not saying no, but I don't think at this present time, Pakistan can back out, or Pakistan will say that, okay, this is too much, we cannot do it. That is what India intends to do it by all these things which you have mentioned, and the numbers. I can understand that there's a lot of pressure on Pakistan that to abandon, the Kashmir, the support to Kashmiris for their rights.
Thank you very much, Dr. Saab, for your time. And inshallah, next week we would have another show with you on a different topic. Thank you very much again. And viewers, you have listened, Dr. Mubin Shah. And do you agree with him or not? Just tell us through your comments. And your comments always help us to improve the program. And we will try to answer those questions that you would raise in our upcoming program, inshallah. Thank you very much, Shah Saab. Thank you very much, viewers. Allah.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.